What's up, guys? We back, and it's my 1-year anniversary at WCMD! Whoa! I'm in here with my girl and co-host, the MOGUL Queen, Janika Quinonez. Excuse us while we party and bullshit. And eat. Well, we got a little bit more than bullshit going on. You know what I mean?
Yes,
it's been a year. So we're not going to forget. I just wanted to celebrate myself a little bit because that's part of what we teach. You know, I know it's on the side because we got it long down here. We're expecting some guests to come in and be in our live audience. Today, not only do we have the Mogul Queen in the building, we're also going to have an online guest, which is Miss Katie CHONACAS. And if y'all don't know who she is, this is in my face. Y'all, which one is it? I know I was going to which one is it? In the camera. Okay, it's yours. It's in front of the camera. I got it. Let me go over there and move that out of the camera. And I meant to move this. All right, talk to him, Janika. What's up?
What's up, y'all? Call all y'all friends. Tell them to come online. Share this. Share it. We always got important information that y'all could benefit from. Everything that we say on here, y'all could go back and check and fact check what they say. We easy to talk to. Y'all could call in. You already know the number, but if y'all don't, the number is 856-964-WCMD. Y'all already know I am Mogul Queen, and I come with multiple platforms. But most importantly, y'all know I have a nonprofit organization here in the city of Camden called Rare Jewel Nonprofit Organization, where we raise awareness for traumatic brain injury children related to near drowning. I also have the consultant agency where I assist families with legal documentations in the educational setting, especially if they suffer from mental impairments. So y'all already know to go on the website and check me out at www.mqconsulting.info. Come on in. Come on in. We celebrating the 1 year for the Comfort Level podcast. Come on. Share it.
Get this stuff out of face so they can see us.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a year. I actually been doing the podcast for 3 years. I started at my house, you know, at the dining room table with my guy. He's supposed to pull up on me, Dear John. So we started there. We had the Dear John experience and the Comfort Level podcast. So that's how we started, you know. So, you know, when we started, we did a whole lot of music. But now, you know, when I look and I see that the world needs a whole lot more, we need healing.
Yes.
And I just want to be just a part of that healing. You know, if we can just save, like you know, we doing something.
Mm-hmm.
So when I met Janika,
yes,
it all came together, and we're inseparable now.
Yes, so that's for sure.
That's right.
And you know,
That's right.
the ultimate thing that we want to bring to healing is understanding. We want you to understand that what you're going through, it's can be from very mild to very severe, which is complex to chronic. So we want you to understand, and also because so many minorities here in the city of Camden and in urban neighborhoods be misdiagnosed or underdiagnosed, you know, due to mental impairment. Some may already have developmental disabilities that they don't know about, or you don't know why your child or why were you diagnosed with a mental impairment or developmental disability. Is one of them situations that can be easily like pushed off in the doctor's office, especially with us of color. So we definitely here for you guys. We definitely have information. Like I've stated before, even if you don't know whether to go to your primary doctor, or just go seek, I say go straight to seeking a trauma-based therapist. That's the person that's going to give you the most information. That's the person that's going to give you the treatment. If you have a child and you feel like the child need to be seen, make sure that it's targeted towards trauma based and not a normal psychiatrist or psychologist, because, or go to your primary physician and ask for trauma based, because those are the people that is definitely going to target the issues. Those are the people that's going to identify the issues, and they're going to be the ones who basically put you in treatment and overall help you understand what's going on with you, so you can move forward as mentally stable as you can, or your child can move forward mentally. You are that person, or you want to seek help, please come and contact Jenny, or you can contact me. Like I stated before, I am Janika Quinonez, aka the Mogul Queen, and we have a lot of information for y'all. But most importantly, today we are celebrating the 1 year for the Comfort Level Podcast.
That's right. And that, based on what she said, you want that information, you have to come for that information. You have to come get it. I have to send her out this thing now. She got to come on at 5:30.
So we have our guest coming on shortly. And she's coming with some, to just chat with us and let us know what's going on. So we're excited. We have food in the building. So if you want to just stop in and want to celebrate with us, come on over here and celebrate with us. We got the 1 year anniversary going on for the Comfort Level Podcast. I feel like we needed whistles or something.
Blow the whistle.
Somebody come through with some whistles. Like, come on. It's the 1 year.
It's okay.
Hey.
It's okay. But we're just going to blow. The celebration is not
over. Woo! Look, I'll do it. Woo!
We got a caller.
We got a caller.
So hold on tight. It's a Comfort Level Podcast. You're live.
Woo!
46 on the line. What's going on? How
What's
are
going
you?
on?
Do we test to see if we can do it? How you doing, beautiful? We're doing pretty good here. It's 1 year here at the podcast. You on the way?
I'm still Yamin, but
Yamin.
Come on, Yamin.
Right.
Come on this way. Long as you making it this way, Yamin, we waiting on you.
Yeah, because Me 46th Street is making a big impact in the city of
Yes,
Philadelphia.
let's go.
For that Stop the Violence, okay?
Yes.
If you want to do some violence in Philadelphia, you got to get past her. You gonna hear
you
her.
Heard? You got to get past her. She coming through strong all day. Right. And she on her way down here too. So stay tuned, stay put, because we going strong all day. Today's that day.
Yeah, Me 46th Street.
For real, we lit and effective. Lit and effective.
Thank you.
We need you. Not just Garvey, not just Philly. We need you, period.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello.
Oh. So I hope this is recorded. For those who don't know, they need to know you are the queen. You definitely making a way where so us as women, we can stand up and be our own.
Yes.
And that means a lot,
Yes.
When I finish my song that I'm writing in concept of Oprah, I'm definitely putting you inside of my working on.
Oh, I'm honored.
Woo!
Oh, thank you.
Give me your podcast a shout out. I'm going to give your radio a shout out. I appreciate everything you said. The birthday party there that just happened and if y'all missed it, oh my God.
Yes. If you missed it, you missed it. Come on in. We got a guest coming in the building. We waiting for.
Okay.
Yeah, this is producer 10 in the building.
Yes.
We got a producer. Yeah. Slam it. There you go. You got to.
Okay, got the muscles today, so strong boy.
Pick a seat. Pick your poison. Pick a seat. That's right. If you want to come in here, you got to sit right here.
Okay, you on
The
time. You on
food's
time.
out, the drink is over there, everything you want. Welcome to the party.
Woo!
Walk over here, let the people see who you are.
Welcome to the
Walk over
party.
here, let the people see who you are.
I wasn't going to miss this day for nothing. We 1 year deep in it.
You know what I'm saying?
1 year deep in the WCMD.
What's going on?
Congratulations, J Rock.
This is one of my closest friends.
Nothing much. You already know we here to celebrate. We eating, we chatting, we on the phone line. It rang. We got Mac 46 here.
Let me tell you what I'm taking from him. Okay? He taught me how to stop messing with stuff that's not leading you nowhere.
Exactly.
Stop wasting your intellectual property on stuff that's not gonna get you nowhere.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say we lit and effective, because everything we do around here is effective.
Yeah. And I just found out what he told us a couple weeks ago, that he don't make beats.
What?
He don't make beats.
What?
As a producer, he does not make beats. Tell him again, Vaughn.
I don't make beats. I produce music.
Okay.
There you go.
It's a big difference.
It's a big difference. Any beats are pre-made in the computer, and you just tap around.
I can make a beat.
You can make a beat.
He makes the sound.
He making the sound. He making the sound waves right into your ear.
The computer make the sound. He makes the sound.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Come on down. Y'all more than welcome to come on down.
Use presets. He don't use presets.
Let's go.
Whatever.
We get busy from me.
And he play live instruments. He got all going on.
Yeah.
So after he make your songs, he'll go ahead and go on stage and beat them on down with the music and the banging of the beats and stuff. You listen.
Yeah.
He lit and effective over there too. That's all you got to know. Everybody around here, we lit, we effective, and we making moves, making changes, and most importantly, we learning how to heal along the way.
Yeah. See, we're here for the community.
Right.
You know, we bring the awareness to brands from our people back to the people. Our voices, we're sharing the truth. People's creativity. We're encouraging our listeners. We want to heal. Yes, we want to heal. So
we want to learn how to basically adapt to what we got going on right now presently and how we're moving forward.
So being part of the spotlight, you know what I mean? We have to present people with different things. Now, our guest is coming on. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to bring Katie in.
How are you, ladies?
Oh, you look bitchin'.
How are you? I love your popcorn. It's so cool.
Nope.
We can't hear you.
Oh, wait, sorry. Hold on.
There we go. We hear a little bit.
Oh, is that better? That's so weird. Let me just turn my gain up.
Just a little. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. Wait a minute.
Wait.
Oh, wait a minute. You're coming from my laptop, not my headphones. Hold on. What is the deal?
That's cool.
Hold up 1 second. Hold on. Settings.
Nothing.
FaceTime camera, audio.
Where can you adjust the camera?
Why is this not on my thing? Hold on.
Just make it turn so we can look like we're looking at her. Bring it over here. Yeah. Face it directly at us. Yep.
Right there. Move it over a little bit.
Just a little bit more. See the WCMD?
No, the other way.
We still don't hear you, Katie. Do you want to go out and come back in?
Nope. Now you can hear me, right?
Can't hear you.
What?
Nothing.
Hello.
No, you got the computer in. Move it over.
Says it's picking up my Scarlet Solo.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll leave and come back. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. Her sound is all right. She'll be back in a few minutes. Well, it's natural when we don't do test runs. We go right up.
Right.
That's right. We go right up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring her thing up, and I'm going to fix the camera while we wait for her. Yeah, she'll be back, so at least we know that.
Yes. And make sure y'all calling in, ask her any questions. Y'all know the number. If y'all don't, it's 856-964-WCMD.
That's right.
If not, come on through. We got food over here. What's the address?
The microwave is over there to heat your chicken up.
I forget the address to over here.
Huh?
The address.
1656 Kane Avenue. Yes. We're in the building.
Yes.
Katie Quinonez. Let's see if she's back. Let's add it to the screen.
Can you hear me now?
All right, let's try. Still not hearing anything.
That's so weird. I have this new interface. What's going on? I'm plugged in here. I'm plugged in here. It says
still not hearing you.
Okay, just 1 second. Just 1 second.
1 second.
Hello. Hello. Test. 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Well, you know what? That's why we're the comfort level.
Yes.
You know, because we're comfortable.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Technical problems is, natural.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way we like to keep it.
Yes.
So.
Oh, I was on.
While we're waiting.
I was on mute.
No, still nothing, Katie.
Mm-mm.
While we're waiting for Katie.
Hello.
To get the sound together, just to let you give you a brief bio.
That's so weird.
Katie Quinonez is an American actress. Quinonez was born in Detroit, Michigan. After moving to Los Angeles in 2002, she landed roles on television series including CSI New York, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Cold Case, and CSI Crime Scene Investigation, among other things. And she also does music and things like that. She had TV shows like Dance Fever, Trigger Floss, a lot. Okay, and you're probably will recognize her when you see her from the roles that she had played. But she had also excelled in film as she booked supporting roles in the films.
Hello?
Major Movie Star, starring Jessica Simpson. The Code, starring Morgan Freeman and Antonio Banderas. Yeah, Antonio Banderas.
Huh.
Oh my God. See, I can't wait to answer some of these questions. I don't know. But it was nice, she was chosen out of a large LA talent pool to be the lead in Pink's music video.
Yes.
Well. Who knew?
Who knew?
She can hear me, but she can't hear me. Is it the earphones?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
No, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
It ain't nothing.
My viewers can see you.
My audio is working. I can hear you. I
check your settings to see if your speakers are on. Well, she has a podcast.
Yeah.
And she's all over the place. She knows how to work this. It may be us.
I think it's you. I think it's your end. I think it's
I don't know.
End.
I'm not good at reading lips either.
Chacha said check ours to see
it's
if
in the chat.
It might be us. Okay, let me check. Give me a second.
Yeah.
How do I do it? No, our mic is not muted.
Hello.
I don't know, something over there.
I am going to restart my computer. I'll be back.
Okay, I don't understand what you're reading.
And she said she's going to use her other computer.
Okay. All right, so she's going to switch her computer
Yes.
and be back with us.
Momentarily. Let's keep on bringing up the bio.
That's right. Okay.
Because this girl come with a whole lot. She action packed.
She comes with
she comes to acting to videos to more.
She said that one of her longtime mentor friends was Steve Valentine. She met on her first acting gig on the Universal Studios lot for NBC TV, Crossing Jordan. She did a lot. I looked at some of her videos. She performed on stage with G Unit, 50 Cent's group. So, singing and dancing is one of her characteristics. Me, you know how I am. I want to see the personality. Personal. I'm not orthodox interviewer. So having an unorthodox interview is good. I really like that.
She go back again.
Okay, let's see if we can bring her in.
Come on.
Is the volume working now?
Come on, it's not working.
Having issues? Yes, we're having issues.
I don't know.
Okay. I don't know what to do. Hello?
Yeah, it's not on our side. It's technical on your side. Yeah.
Hello.
Can't hear you.
You can't hear me. I have like a brand new mic. I don't know like what is going on here. I don't know. Let me just try doing the volume here. Sound. Sound. It says it's working. Input, output, USB.
Do you want to stay on the screen and just call on the phone?
1 second.
Because we can do that. I can.
Hello. Let me just unplug this.
Run the phone number.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
If you want to do that, you could stay on the screen and just walk in this phone speaker. A lot of ways to kill this skin the rabbit.
You're right.
Hello.
Yeah, I see you in the private chat.
Yeah, send me a number, I guess. Yeah, send me a number.
It's not our end though. I don't know.
It is. My friend
got
MS and Circle Doses together. And now,
see what we can do here.
I'm her traveling nurse. When we travel, I was giving her the injections and everything.
Test.
She wasn't doing it. They do tell you to do it.
Yeah. I have no idea why it's not working. Hello. I have no idea.
Music. Just play a little music. That audience. You can always call in. It will go over well. Let me stop. Hold on. You can always call in. It'll go over well. And we'll keep you on the screen. Okay. Email her the number. It's on the bottom of the screen. I got it. But it's not the email thing. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. Was it 92630?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Find my email right here.
There we go. Let me move this popcorn before we got.
Hello, you're live on WCMD. This is Janny Schmanny.
How are you?
Hi, we're on the line with Katie CHONACAS. Sorry. Am I saying your name correctly?
Oh, it's CHONACAS.
CHONACAS. I know. I always do that.
Yes.
CHONACAS. It's clear. No. Oh, okay. Let's see.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm on Bluetooth right now, so.
Yes.
Maybe it's the blue. Well, I don't know. You know, we're made to have technical problems anyway. You know,
This is a brand new computer. 1 second. It's a brand new computer. I did 2 podcasts today. I don't know what's going on. What's happening here?
Well, that explains it. It wants to do what it wants to do. Well, welcome to the Comfort Level.
Yes, welcome to the Comfort Level podcast.
We're here. It's my 1 year anniversary here in this community center. Yeah, so we got a live audience sitting over there, you know, and they also welcomed you.
Yes.
Yeah, so earlier we had started a little party to celebrate. Yeah, this is Janika Quinonez.
Yes.
She is a mogul queen. She has a nonprofit organization called Rare Jewel.
Yep.
Which
a nonprofit organization called. Thank you so much. It's called Rare Jewel, nonprofit organization here in the city of Camden. We raise awareness for traumatic brain injury children related to near drowning, and we also collect and distribute life jackets and give them out to children 5 and under for free. So where it is, and we just celebrated our 2nd year. So, woo! Gotta give myself that.
So since this is the Comfort Level, I know, just like you just said, you did 2 podcasts today.
Yes.
I know you do a lot of interviews, Katie, and here, so we're unorthodox interviews. I'm not gonna sit here and ask you all these different questions or whatever, because I feel like there's something that's in the interviews that sometimes that you might want to say that you don't get a chance to say. So just let it go. Definitely. So,
I'm excited for a fun conversation. And
Yes. Yay. So that's what we like about it. We watch you on TV. We enjoy your movies, your music.
Yes.
We enjoy that. But I mean, you can just tell us. Give us a little background about yourself, and then anything else that you want to talk about.
Yeah.
Let's talk about because you are very inspiring to us.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. And that's who I am and what I strive for. I love being inspired, like in spirit inspired. And I grew up Greek Orthodox Christian outside of Detroit. My parents grew up, in Detroit, Michigan. My dad's side of the family immigrated from Greece. And so I grew up with a culture, and I grew up with Greek mythology, and I grew up with poets and Aristotle and Socrates and that language, of the word and the sound and the vibration and the meaning of, energetically what we say, like to other people and to ourselves and what we hear in our environments. And also I grew up on Motown, my mom was a singer, and we grew up going to church 45 minutes each way, listening to the harmonies and the melodies and the words of, Micah, and those songs that just made you feel so good.
Yes.
When you listen to the sound and the vibration of the tunes. And so that was really awesome, which gave me a great musical ear in life, having Motown, and then growing up in the Greek church, they were speaking in Greek. And when I was a kid, I didn't know what the priest was saying and what the people were saying a lot of the time. But I could hear the tone and the vibration in the congregation, how people got together to commune and to celebrate and to honor. And so I learned about sacrament, and the importance of culture and family. And since I had that, experience sensorially, and I was able to observe what was going on as a human, I was able to go into other cultures all around the world and connect with other people and say, okay, like this is their culture, this is their family, this is their tradition, that's their style. I can learn from that, and they can learn from me. So I wasn't judging or blaming or shaming like other cultures' diversity. I thought it was like really cool that like we all come from our different parts in the world, but we can all still be connected through knowing that, like food, culture, language, things of that nature. So that's kind of like some of my upbringing.
Do you know how many times that I've been in the synagogue, up, down, this and that, have no idea what they're saying because my best friend is Jewish as well. Like, you just go with the flow. You know what I mean? You go the thing. They have the pamphlet. I don't know. I even know what it's called. They read from it. You hold it. You're there and you read along with it. Whether it's all prayer.
Yeah. But the point is you show up, you know what I mean?
Show up.
Like 90% is just showing up. Showing up is just mad respect when you just show up to something. And then everything else falls into place. A lot of the people who just don't even show up for themselves in life, it's because they're all in their head. They have an idea, but then they overanalyze things and they're people pleasing and they're judging themselves and they're judging themselves or what other people are, how we're going to judge them. And it's like, then we're just so in our head. So, if we can just go with that intuitive hit of what inspires us and just show up and go with the flow, everything else falls into place, and God's grace and the amazing things that happen of the unknown are the things that could come into your head. So I kind of always lived my life that way, like as a go-getter, just do it, Nike, Nikki to win, victorious people, like just go for it,
Wow. Now that's really, really inspiring because sometimes like with me, I be like, sometimes I pull back a little bit because I be just like starting this podcast. If it wasn't for somebody lighting a flame under me, I would have never did it. You can do it. You can do it. And I said, okay, let me do it. Social media is getting, you know what I mean? I got to do something. So I tried it. I like it, and I hope I'm reaching and inspiring people.
Yeah, but you're first and foremost, you're reaching out to yourself, you're inspiring yourself, and you're creating space to hear other people's stories. And so that is so rich and rewarding, something more than money or materialistic vibes.
Oh,
yes. I mean, if people are into podcasting, if they're doing it for the money, I mean, that's funny. It's just funny, but it's cool because you can make a living from it, and you can add merchandise and sponsors and things like that. And there's definitely ways to monetize. But the people who are the real podcasters, I feel like they're the angels in the world. They're the healthy communicators because by, having the podcast, we get to hear and meet new people that maybe we would have never known about. And we can demystify certain things, and people can listen and grow and learn without feeling like someone's looking at them or judging them, and they don't have to interact, but they can just like listen, and it can be very therapeutic. I think podcasters are healers in the world.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that's
didn't know that, true. But this is what we're hoping for.
Yeah.
Oh,
having the healthy communication, the energy, the sound, the vibration that people are listening and watching right now. They're listening and attuning to the sound of the vibration. We're shape-shifting people's intention on a cellular level. We can only focus on one thing at a time, right? So what are we focusing on? So for you to be here and for me to be here, it's like we're focused and we're choosing to be here, and we're the ripple effect for the person watching and listening and tuning in whenever they hear it today, 5 years from now, 15 years from now. It's when they're attuned and they're supposed to hear it, and knowing that we honor that moment because they could be anywhere doing anything and they choose to be here now. So what are we sharing? What are we saying? It's a social responsibility, right? If we're feeding positivity in the world or toxicity it, right?
We never
We
had to
react.
answer.
Are we doing it with grace? Like,
Oh, yeah.
how are we showing up not only for others, but for ourselves first?
That's what we do. We've been learning those things. We've been learning a lot of things from the guests that we bring on. And I got spoiled with it. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm spoiled with it. I don't want to bring them the guests if I can't learn nothing from them.
Yeah.
It's for me.
It's reciprocated. Yeah, the energy is reciprocal.
Yeah.
It's like the thing is, a lot of people in life, we're just like, go, do. But then we're depleted. It's like, but the train track is leaving the station one way and nothing's coming back. It's like, no, I don't care if that's what that's what I'm supposed to do. That's how it worked out for the people in the past. What works for me is I'm putting energy out and it's reciprocated. There's energy coming back. And it's a full circle of positivity. We need to feed off of each other, you know?
Absolutely.
So it's like people who come on the show, that's really interesting. That's going to add a lot of value for me, which means it's going to inspire others who listen as well, hopefully. Right?
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah.
We like to bring on guests that inspire.
Overcame.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Guests that overcame a lot of things. It's a lot of trauma right now. And we can just, tip the healing. If we could just do that, once we get the tip on it, then we can move a little wider.
Let's go.
Yes. And from my standpoint, I basically identified trauma from the neurological standpoint. So we've been digging deep from a neurological standpoint on inner emotions, what you start to feel before you go into the actual diagnosis of trauma. So what to look out for, because a lot of us in our community are suffering because we are either being misdiagnosed or undiagnosed, and it's just, or they just don't feel like going to go and think it's going to be effective. But we're just out here to say it is going to be effective, and it's better to know what's going on with your mental impairment so you can become mentally stable and live a healthier life, more longevity, because we also learning that living with trauma gives us a short life expectancy here on earth. So we just encouraging people, and hopefully people are listening and deciding to take that first step.
Just if you just speak up and want to talk.
Yes. He has the wisdom of trauma. He has ADHD. He has an amazing story.
Wow.
You can binge him for 16 hours on YouTube, and it demystifies trauma and how we're all traumatized.
Right.
And also, like, a lot of people are, when we're younger, he talks about, like, when we're around, like, 6, 7, or 8, where something happens, and with the parents, and they're mad or they're upset, and we inflict it, and we think, oh, mommy and daddy's mad because of me. Like, I did that. It's me.
Yeah.
And as kids,
trauma.
We carry that forever. So people,
exactly.
if they have something going on, I understand. But I'm saying the majority of the people I feel are walking around thinking something's wrong with them, or, they're looking to say, what's wrong with me? Because everyone has something. There has to be something wrong with me. The society has conditioned people now with the social media and how forensic everything is, like, chaotic, to think something's wrong. But nothing is wrong with you. Like, you are God's gift. Nothing is wrong with you. There's a lot happening in the world. We're human beings. We're not computers. We can't keep up with everything. We need to mental health, take care of our self-care. Nature is really important.
Physical.
Exercising the mind, which is a tool. Exercising the body. Those things are very important. And, now, like, pharmaceuticals. I don't know if y'all heard about this, but, they're right now, Gabriel Mossi talks about it, a lot of doctors in America are talking about now, they're bringing psychedelics to healing, to trauma. Psychedelics, it's on the forefront. There was an article in Forbes about 4 weeks ago called Mind Bloom. You can go to Mind Bloom, the website, Mind Bloom. You can put in the whole entire thing, and they're giving ketamine for healing trauma. And ketamine. And they're doing, and doctors, psychiatrists are doing healing properties with psychedelics instead of prescription medicine. Not to put a Band-Aid, but to actually go to the root and heal. Because what happens is, in our brain, it's on a loop. There's a loop that keeps going, and you keep repeating that loop, and you don't know how to get off that trauma loop. You don't know how to break the loop. You keep repeating it, and you're holding on to it so tightly. So psychedelics, they go in and they like create space to get you off that loop of that trauma loop.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't know if I trust it.
Trust what?
The psychedelics.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of studies. I mean, it's not about trust. There's facts. There's information on psychedelics and how it has a lot of healing properties and how it's healed a lot of people. So, but everyone can just do their own research for sure. But the research has been done. It's been going on, before we were all even born.
Right. I guess it's the shock, me just finding out. Or whatever, you know what I mean? Because
but I mean, it was legal. It was already used, and then it got a reputation, and they blasted it, and there was this big stigma about it. But there's always been funding for scientists to find healing properties for health, for people, solutions. Yeah.
I think our ultimate goal here is more so to get people to identify what is going on, because we also know that some things that we go through is just complexes. This might happen one time, and and then we also deal with just identifying that a lot of things is chronic, and they have to go come out of it and go seek help, because the longer they stay in it, the long lasting effects come from it and more increased in the neurological state. So we hear, I mean, we've been talking to people from all kind of ways, just from the mental impairment state. Oh, I heard of him before. He's like,
Dr. Joe Dispenza, there's 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day. 90% of those thoughts are the same thoughts, and 90% they're just like going in a cycle, loop. So you can read all his books and watch him on YouTube, but he talks about how he recovered himself from what you're talking about, how to get past that trigger trauma state and how to heal him.
We just need them to come out, and actually do what they got to do. I myself suffer from chronic PTSD. I was shot when I was 2 years old. I do have a book. I am an author and a co-author. Yes, I have a book called Era, The Beginning.
Is the book out yet? Sorry,
the book is out. It's on Amazon. It's called Era, ERA, The Beginning, and it just talks about my life and how I basically had suffered from chronic trauma since I was 2 years old and all the way up and almost and through my adulthood. So I just started getting treatment about 2 years ago, and it's been doing a great help for me and learning on how to move forward. So now that that has happened, and I've come to the Comfort Level podcast last June, July, to talk about it. And I've been here ever since, and now we're on a mission with it, to continue saving one young life, because I feel like if I would have never went to the doctors, I would have never knew what I was going through neurologically at home, because I grew up with my trauma. I grew up with my neurological state. So that was normal to me, but it was really not normal in society.
I know. Oh my God. I feel
yes.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, no problem. But it's just a moving forward. Right. So now that I found my way in healing and how to become mentally stable, is important for me to talk about it as much as I can. And especially I am a nurse also too. So I see these things like from complex to very chronic. Just with all kind of, children from developmental disabilities, mental impairments, physical disabilities, every shape and form comes with some type of trauma, like you stated earlier. So, it's better if we could identify it in somebody. Like me, I grew up with it, so nobody could identify it because they just thought that that's how it was. But I was really suffering inside because I didn't even know what was going on. And even when I went to the doctor, they tried to say that I was depressed.
Was the feeling paralyzing and isolating?
More so like just having dissociations, like just like one day I probably was looking at a wall for about 10 hours, and like since nobody was home, nobody knew, and then like all I do remember was that like it was sunny when I last remembered, and it was evening when I woke up from it. Like just coming out, and it was happening a lot more often, especially after my mom had passed away so suddenly. So they had tried to diagnose me with depression, and I'm like, I'm not depressed, like I love my life. And when my mom passed away, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go, for depression. Like, that's it. Like, I need to talk to somebody because my neurological state was off balance. And when I got in there, just so happened she was trauma-focused therapist, a psychiatrist. And she was like, you're right. You don't suffer from depression. You have something called chronic PTSD. And she was like, if you want me to help you, I can. And I was like, anything at this point. Like, I just wanted to know what was going on with me. And she took the time out and she taught me how to basically cope with it and just stay away from my triggers and learn how to move forward. And it's been doing a great help. Now I'm on a mission to help other children that have mental impairment in the school system. So now I help families with legal documentations. I do a lot of things that's targeted towards mental health, but more so on the back end with the children, making sure that the children get the healing before they have long lasting effects. So it's important for them to know what's going on at an early age.
Yeah, I love everything you're saying, and I like how you had the courage to take what happened with your life circumstance, and then you found a way to heal through it, and to hold space to share that with others so they can heal too. It's really important.
Absolutely. Thanks.
There's this woman, she's a vice president of content creation, and she's a book publisher. She publishes books, and sometimes she takes books and then she makes some podcasts. But you said you already have your book out, so she doesn't do it with books that are already out. But
okay.
I don't know if you have like a deck or something and like maybe a new book idea. But she's like, oh, do you know any interesting stories? Like, send them my way. So if you send me some kind of deck or something like that. Like
I'm working on some called case studies, like the case studies of the children that I'm actually helping out with the agency. I think, like, of course, I unidentified, but it's more so like case studies. Like, what am I learning from these case studies and these children? Some of them are being bullied, and the bully, is like considered the normal. And then the person who has the mental impairment is considered the aggressor, and when they retaliate back. So then, like, or sometimes the bully is now being prosecuted and to the fullest extent of the law. Like, one of my cases, the children were prosecuted by the prosecutor's office, and they're going up for terroristic threats and things like that. So they're holding criminal charges, and I think it's important for me to have put a book together stating all these cases that I'm finding in the school system that are arising with our children, and in different ways.
And, it's really sad from what you're saying, but also, like, the bully is probably being bullied at home.
Right.
Where
so
learning that bullying from.
Right. So it's like if his family or their family was to basically reach out to me, I will be able to assist them too, because clearly there's a mental impairment going on and that family dynamics at home. So it's like a circle, but I only help who come into my agency. So unfortunately, them children don't know about my agency and their parents, so I won't be able to assist them. And then I also refer them to different resources here. And I go above and beyond for them.
But the word can be spread
through
us, and that's the reason why.
Raise the voice, definitely.
Yes,
we got seminars. I
do around. Seminars called Traumatic Brain Injury versus Trauma Care. So just basically targeting what happens with a traumatic brain injury. What falls under a traumatic brain injury was an altered brain matter. So we just talked about that, and then we talk about why when you become mentally impaired, how you have abnormal uses, which is drug abuse and alcoholism, increase in sexual desires, physical, it's good, the list goes long. But then now that we have informed you as a community, now we can reform one person. So it's more so just to spread awareness. Like, now like when I tell the seminar, now now you go and you help another person by what you have learned here today.
Yeah, one person at a time.
Right.
Ripple effect.
Sorry to get in everybody's home. So take it back And then if they have any more questions, then they just could reach out to me, and then I'll be able to explain it from there. Because a lot of the children here in the city of Camden suffer from a lot of family dynamics at home where the parents are suffering from trauma that they don't think that is abnormal what they're doing. And so, it goes on and on and on. So it's important. We talked about it last week that, things that is not normal, but we find normal in our family dynamic home. So,
Exactly.
yes.
Like the thing is, okay, so it's like Child Protective Services, and each state, each city within states, they all have their different laws. And there's so many different laws, and so they make it so confusing because everyone has different laws. And it's like when you're a kid, and, with Child Protective Services, it's like the kid, they're children. They can't do anything. But then those kids, what do you think they become? They become adults. The adults who are stealing or adults, people are blaming them and shaming them. Look at that person, how evil, how cruel they are. But they were that same little child who was helpless when they were a kid and didn't get the help then. So it's like we still need to have compassion for the people who are, quote unquote, adults who are just big kids still inside, who are hurt and traumatized still,
Right.
Like, we need more love, compassion, and care. Like, no matter how bad, no matter what someone did, for them to do that, they must have been so twisted and so hurt, for them to even do those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
They have to dig.
Those things are taught.
Absolutely.
They have to dig in and find out exactly where it stems from, and that's why we're hoping that somebody sees our messages.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to keep pumping them out and pumping them out, and hopefully somebody will see the messages, and at least
no, not hopefully, no, command it. Like,
there you go. I love it. Command it. Right. They're going to hear us.
Command it.
They're going to hear us, and they're going to take a second look at their child.
Like,
something's going to change.
I don't know if it's your podcast and you take like 30 seconds, 1 second, 3 minutes, you take the clips that are these amazing clips and you put it out there and you send it directly to the people who you want to hear it. Like, be very, this world is so direct nowadays. Like, you can just like write to any governor or senator, start at your local town hall, or, you can just send it right to the Capitol. You send it right to them.
Yeah, with these
emails. Here you go. You need to hear this story. Mm-hmm. We need this action to be taken.
Wow. So is that something? Is that something that you did, like, or in your experience, just went straight with something?
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that with my career. Mm-hmm. In certain ways. In certain ways I haven't, but in certain ways I'm just a straight shooter. It's really easy to do it for other people. Sometimes it's difficult to do it for yourself. Right. Like, we'll do it for other people, but sometimes it's hard to do it for yourself. I have done it for myself. That's why I've obtained the success I've had, throughout my life thus far, is because I'm able to focus and go for it. Sustaining is one thing, being consistent is another. But I like to really go for it. But I've had times where I've been silent. I've had times where I didn't have the courage to speak up. I've had times where I let people walk all over me, even though I just felt isolated and frozen and numb, and I felt like I couldn't speak. I felt like words couldn't come out of my mouth. I felt like I couldn't move. I felt paralyzed, and I allowed certain behaviors to happen. See, like, when something happens when you're 2, you can say, oh, this happened when I was 2. Or if someone was raped, right? Or if someone broke into someone's home, you can say it. But when it's psychological, emotional, mental abuse, you can't really put a pin in it. You can see a family photo and everyone's smiling, like, oh, they look so happy. But there could have been manipulation and abuse happening during the whole photo shoot, right?
Right.
So you can't, mental health and psychological health, emotional health, when people are, speaking with the words and the sound that I was talking about when we first started, like you can't really put a pin on that, right? Of like, this is what happened. Because sometimes you have that cognitive dissonance where it's like, yo, like, this person just went off on me, but I don't even remember what they said, but I feel really effed up, And then it's this constant behavior that happens
like often, and we become, like you said earlier, we become conditioned that it's normal, but it's not normal at all.
Right.
It's taught. It's generational, and it's taught that they were taught that, and they're doing their best, and they don't know any different. You know what I mean? So I think we all have that sense of knowing things are happening and not doing anything about it and turning a blind eye. And then I think we all see people we respect and admire who do speak up and who do say things, who stand for injustice, right?
Yes.
Plato, like The Republic by Plato, Just and Unjust, and it's a great book, right? So it's either just or unjust. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong to me. It's just or unjust by the universal law.
Yes.
For truth, not my truth, but the truth of the universe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. So I mean, I guess it's a matter of standing up for what you want. You know what I mean? And swaying things to go to what you determine is your goal and your destiny. Ultimately, it's on God, but you know what I mean.
Yep.
I mean, if you sit there like a lump, you're not getting nowhere. You're not doing anything. And to go back on what you said about going for it, you just hit me right on the head like a nail because I'm always going for something for somebody else. What's up when it's time for me? When it's time for me, I want to think, I'm not sure. Yeah.
You feel bad? You feel
yes.
Guilty?
Yes.
You feel bad? You feel guilty?
Yes.
So you're being inauthentic to yourself. So when we're not serving and doing what we want for ourselves, we'll feel bad, we'll feel guilty about it, for putting ourselves first. So then you just say, okay, thank you for letting me know I feel bad, I feel guilty, but guess what? I'm going to do it anyway. You take your power back, right? You talk to the little you and you take your power back. You're like, oh, I feel guilty. It's cool you feel guilty. It's cool. Thanks for letting me know you feel guilty, but I got you. Like, I got you. And you rise above those emotions and those thoughts. And you do it anyway. Every single time. Keep showing up for yourself. And that guilt voice will become smaller and smaller.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I got it.
It's not being mean. Oh, don't feel.
Well, that's what they think. That's what they think, that I'm being mean. But see, I'm the type of person.
Don't be mean.
I don't.
If you're being mean, like check in. Don't be mean to yourself. Befriend yourself. Hold her hand. Let's go get some ice cream. Are you feeling guilty? Let's take a nap. Are you feeling guilty? Let's take a bath. You feeling guilty? Let's take a hot shower. You feeling guilty? Let's have some chocolate. Like, it's okay. I got you. Start treating yourself like it's a baby, right? Like, it's okay. I got you. Go for a walk.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
It's okay. You know what I mean?
This will be fun.
Like we get the opportunity to retrain and befriend ourselves again.
I like it.
We get to retrain and be friends with ourselves again, right? And get authentic to who we are. Because when the guilt and the shame's coming, it's because we're being inauthentic to who we are, and we're feeling guilty and bad about that. So let's get authentic again of who we are. And then when we're not being authentic, we can call ourselves out on it. I'll do this for everyone, but not for myself. Well, that's going to change. I'm sorry I did that to you. I'm sorry I did that to you. I'm sorry I did that to myself. But guess what? Number one, before I can take care of anyone, I need to take care of myself. Because when I take care of myself, then I can actually take care of you properly and everybody else.
Yep.
Wow, that's great.
Yep.
I got to keep that in my head. On daily.
Write it down.
Write it down. I'll be repeating it when I wake up in the morning. I will be repeating all that and to think about myself first. That's all I need. Think about myself first, and then I can.
Even if you feel guilty,
everything
do it anyway. Make a 1-year commitment for 1 year, no matter how it feels. If I'm gonna cry, if I'm gonna get mad, I'm gonna get upset, I'm gonna be angry, I'm gonna feel selfish. How many years have you been on the planet? Like, make a 1-year commitment for 365 days starting whenever, now, tomorrow. I'm going to start for 365 days. I'm going to put myself first, which means if someone comes to me and they want me to do something and I don't want to do it, but I do it because I'm going to do it anyway because I'm used to doing it, or I'm going to do it because I feel guilty, you're not being authentic by doing it. Say, I'm sorry, I would love to. I know I have before. This time I can't. And they're going to come to you again and again, and you're going to keep saying, I'm sorry, like, I wish I could, or I'm glad I was able to help you
I need
before.
to
I
do
want to help
that.
you.
I promise you.
I can help you in a different way by listening to you. I can help you in the way that I can listen to you. That person will eventually take their needle and find someone else to prey on and find another person. People will only treat you how you allow them to treat you. People will keep coming and showing up and taking your energy and your time and your kindness and all that stuff because you keep allowing it. But once you keep asserting yourself and not being mean to them, just being like, I'm glad I was there for how I was able to be there. I'm here for myself right now. But not even explaining it. The less you explain, the better. Because the people, they're going to feel unloved. And it's not that you're not loving them. You're needing to love you so you can love them even more. Right? So whoever those people are who keep coming at you for stuff all the time, well, we're creatures of habit. They're going to find somebody else to go to. And so then that energetic time and space where you're helping out those people, you're going to be helping out yourself more and more.
Absolutely.
Wait, are those tears?
Yes. You know what?
Yeah.
She takes a lot of stuff deep, and that's why, I love her so much because she's such a compassionate
she's exactly
person.
Right. She's exactly right.
She learns.
It's actually what I'm going through. You know what? I have so many people pulling at me and expecting stuff. I can't count on nobody. I can't.
Yes, you can. Who can you count on?
Myself.
There you go. Do not abandon yourself anymore. When you feel like you have nobody, you change it and you say,
that's why today I decided to celebrate myself.
Yes.
I decided to celebrate myself. If I want to sit on the podcast and eat fried chicken.
There you go. I was with 50 Cent in South Africa, and he was just like, they brought a platter of chicken wings, and he just went through so many. I've never seen somebody go through so many chicken wings in my life. It was amazing. And I love the tears. It's so real, and I got tears, and I feel that my heart's open, and I'm here for you. I'll put that on a voice memo, and I'll repeat that, and you can play it over and over until you get it straight, because it's psychological. So you're here now, and it's hitting home. But then it's so easy to go back into the old patterns and into the old habits. It takes work and fortitude, like you said earlier, to put yourself first.
Yep.
No, you didn't say that earlier. Sorry. I was on a podcast earlier and a woman said fortitude.
Well, we've said it. We've said it over and over. Again, we have said it. We just haven't practiced it. That's all.
We get to practice it. You can read a book and know it all day from the neck up. I can communicate it. I can know it on an intellectual level. But to hack it, to actually apply it, to sensorially live it through action, through your gut, through your emotional intelligence, hacking it and showing up for yourself, man, it is so fun. It is so fun when you go on that journey and put yourself first. These mother effers, they come along and you're like, oh yeah, and it becomes like an interpersonal game. And they don't know it, but it's like they don't need to know. But it's like, this person's gonna want to suck 30 minutes of my time right now, like they do every day. But guess what? I love them. I'm gonna give them 5 and be like, you know what? I gotta go. And they're not gonna know why. But then you're gonna have that 25 minutes to focus on you and restoring your God-given grace, talent, energy, and preserving your energy so you can fulfill yourself.
Yes.
We have renewable energy. We all have infinite source.
I'm going to make this a short 365 days for this year so I can get this together.
I'm here for you. I can coach you along the way.
That stuck out too. How many years have you been on this earth? I heard you say it, Katie. I've been on this earth too long, and I can take 1 year to improve.
You can take more than 1 year, but let's start with one.
I can. I can start with 1 year.
Start with one. Okay, when I want to do something, what I do, if I want to do something, I'm like, okay, give myself 3 months. But in this talking about you and me right now, what we're talking about, give yourself a year.
Yes.
You need a year to get on the train tracks, to realign your train tracks.
Yes.
That's a start, and then you're really gonna get started.
Okay. I'm gonna take this with me. I really am. I'm gonna make sure that, you know, I have to work on myself. I have to work on myself. You know, I can't be coming on podcasts crying and stuff like that.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Listen.
I cry. I'm a big baby.
Yeah.
So crying is so healthy. Crying is so healing. The more you cry, the better. I like got out of a relationship. I think I cried for like 3 months straight. Like I started like literally, I had to get so many lotions from right here because I started like getting more wrinkles that I never had. And I'm like, that's this. But no, it's so healing to cry. It's so healing and therapeutic to cry and to cry together. Like it's a myth and it's the isolation. Go to your room and cry. Go close the door. Cry alone. No. A lot of animals, wolves, they come together. And they heal a lot quicker because they stick together as a pack, and they stick together. So why do you think people go to church when they go to congregate together as a community? It's healing, it's therapeutic. So crying together is so healthy. Being vulnerable and sharing what we're going through, then you're getting it out. You want to get all the toxic stuff out. We breathe in purity. We exhale toxicity.
Yes.
Every breath.
Mm-hmm.
We breathe in purity. We exhale toxicity in every breath.
It's a lot. You know what I mean? I think I just let things burden me for so long, you know, and I've been like the strong person that everybody always they can come to me and be strong, but like at times when I'm not strong, like it's not understood. Like why is she breaking down? Like she can't break down. Like she's the pillar of strength. I'm not the pillar of strength.
No, you're human.
I'm human.
Yeah, you know what? But people who come to you for that strength, you know, like there's strength in vulnerability, right? And I know what you mean because there's this public persona of being tough, of being strong, of like holding it together, right? So then it's hard to find that balance of still being calm and gentle and having strength in that way and being vulnerable, but knowing what I was saying earlier about it being reciprocated. So you need an outlet. Like I think here there's a place where you can be vulnerable and show strength through that way, you know? And
this is it.
The other people who come to you, go ahead.
This is it. I'm not a person to beat around the bush. I lost my best friend of 30 years because she's having problems and she does not understand that I can't deal with her not having problems because she's hurting, and when she hurts, I hurt, and I'm hurting bad. She won't talk to me or nothing because I could not help her with her problem. And I'm the worst piece of shit now.
No, you're not.
And that's my problem.
She's upset.
I can't
She's
deal with
upset,
it. I
but
can't.
you know what? Do you know what an empath is?
Yes.
What an empath is? So you're an empath. Like empath, HSP, highly sensitive person, 16 to 20% of the population are HSPs.
Yes.
Highly sensitive persons. So if you're feeling your friend of 30 years, if you're feeling her pain, you're feeling that stuff, it's because a lot of healers and sensitive people who are empaths, they feel other people's pain. You can feel her pain. It sounds like you could be an empath, and then you need to know tools for yourself of how to protect your energy, not allowing that energy into your home. If you know, there's a balance. It's not all or nothing. It's 30 years, so it's a lot, but you know, it's maybe meeting up at a coffee shop or for lunch, so she can't put all that pressure onto you because that's not fair to you. It's very unfair for that person to do that. So, you know, the thing is, it's not a one-worded answer because it's a long story and a big relationship and a lot of information to know. But for you, you need to know right now that
But I can see
you can
she's
only
sick.
do.
I can see she's sick. And when she's sick, I'm sick.
What?
I can see she's sick. And when she's sick, I'm sick.
Yeah, but you can't put that on to yourself because you're a different vessel. And that's what happens. People who are toxic, they'll put it onto you and then you get sick. And then what happens if you're not here? We need you here. You can't take on that stuff for other people. We love and have compassion, but we can't take on their ailments. They're sick. They're sick. They need like to go to a professional and have help. And the best friend you can be is saying what you can do is helping them get a therapist if they don't. Maybe, helping them get a doctor, things like that. That's how you can help. But you need to protect your energy because it's a real thing. And some of the things I do as an empath, and I'm taking on other people's energy, and cool water on my wrist. I'll run cool water on the back of my neck. If I'm around a lot of energy and people, I'm taking on other energies, I'll put cool water on my wrist and my back. Also, there's a woman, her name's Donna Eden. She is an energy healer. You can look up her stuff on YouTube, and she has books. But she talks about all this stuff and things you can do to clear and protect your energy from people who have those kind of things, which are a lot of people. We all have stuff, but it's being irresponsible to put it on someone in such a way. We're only one person. So if they're blaming and shaming and you're feeling guilty, that's a projection, and that's not the truth because you know the truth. And all you can do is be authentic to yourself of who you are and help how you can help. But you can't help other people if you're not helping yourself. And if people don't understand that, they're not your people right now. It doesn't matter if you've known them. Hold on. Those aren't. Wait, my alarm's going off. Sorry, 1 second. Oh my God, please stop. Those aren't your people. Like, if they don't understand and have compassion that you need to put yourself first, like you 1,000% need to put yourself first, at least for 365 days to start. Okay? So if we're worrying about other people's problems and other people's stuff, we're just people pleasing because we want them to like us. We're people pleasing because we need their validation. We don't need their validation. When something happens in your life moving forward and you're like, why am I doing this? Because I want to look good, or I want to look good, or I want to seem this way in front of this person. No, it's all about you. Validate yourself. Like, I have a cold right now. I showed up with no makeup. I have a cold. I'm feeling like this. I showed up like this. I showed up I wanted to look presentable, but I showed up right now, no makeup, with the cold, like feeling how I'm feeling, dressed how I am, like not glammed up or anything, just real and raw, because I felt good. I felt good enough by putting on a necklace, this and this. I showed up and I validated, and I felt good enough to show up for you today and for myself and for the person tuning in.
And guess what? As soon as I saw you with that hat on backwards, it made me feel so comfortable. It just made me, you got your plaid on and just regular. Like, I can't even tell you don't have makeup on because you're beautiful.
Right. I was going to say.
And it just made us, I know how it made me feel. It made me feel really comfortable.
Yes.
I see that you were in comfort.
See, and that's your authenticity. It's a mere reflection. That's the divine energy in you, seeing the natural divine energy in me. That's the energetic flow you want to remember, and that's what you want to follow when you check in with yourself. It's like, do I feel that feeling that I felt when I saw Kay, or do I feel that feeling when that other stuff happened? And make a choice to choose the one that makes you feel good.
Yes.
Validate yourself first before validating another. Validate yourself every single time.
Wow. I didn't even think that we were going to talk about this. This is a great talk. Great talk. See, it's only better than, the old regular stuffed shirt interviews or whatever. This is awesome because you're actually providing so much of what we need right now. It's not just me. I'm not selfish whatsoever. we all need this so bad, you know. And if I have to cry in front of people, I'm not scared to cry in front of people because it's not me, you know. I don't do it. It comes out. So, you know, if it's coming out, I'm gonna be like, oh God, here I go. You know, that's what I did. But, you know what I mean?
But it's like, you know, we're emotional beings. It's an ocean wave. It comes and it goes. I might be happy, then I might cry. Then I might be happy, then I might cry. And I'm not crazy. You're like, oh, that person's crazy. Let me judge that person because 1 minute they're high and 1 minute they're low. That's life. That's acting.
Johnny,
It's life and death.
Get in here.
I gotta find my keys. I'm so excited. Oh crap! I can't find my keys. I gotta find my keys. I gotta get to the airport. Oh my gosh! Like, and you're in a frantic mode until you get it. It's life or death. Same thing with your passport. You know what I mean? You gotta go international. You're not flying anywhere without your passport. You're missing your passport. Oh crap! And you gotta find your passport to get it. It's life and death.
I want to introduce you to the fella that I started podcasting with, and I actually gave him his name. Come a little closer, lean in.
Hello.
I can't see
No,
you.
you gotta come this way.
You gotta go. Oh, that side. I'm sorry. Did we freeze her? Oh, that's because I kicked.
There you go. Hello.
This is Katie CHONACAS. This is Dear John.
Hi.
How you doing?
We started in my living room. What was it? Like 3 years ago. 3 years ago.
Yes.
I got your poster on the wall that I made for you. He has music and motivation. He's
Drop them as NFTs.
He's doing a documentary.
Right now, NFTs musics are blowing up.
NFTs, I gotta teach him. I gotta teach him about NFTs.
Yeah.
I have a music company and I do artist development and stuff too. So
I love NFTs. Oh my god. I'm like obsessed with NFTs.
But you guys are just getting obsessed with NFTs, and NFTs been around for like 8 to 10 years.
Yeah, I've been involved in NFTs since 2018. The blockchain.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah. But I tell anyone, if you're depressed or getting through a breakup or anything, I'm like, just get involved in NFTs. You'll become so obsessed with the research.
Oh, wow.
Because it's so exciting. The people in the community. I have a pink sheet. I can send you a pink sheet. I have dope music people you can follow. Go in Twitter Spaces and just go into the room on Twitter Spaces. Like, just live on Twitter moving forward. You can take your podcast show and you can host podcast shows in Twitter. You can record them.
We're on Twitter.
Right now.
You're on Twitter right now.
People who follow podcast stuff can log on and just like listen live, like they're doing on live Streamyard, this yard stream, whatever.
We're on Twitter right now.
Twitter, huh?
We're on Twitter right now, live.
You're on Twitter live right now?
Yeah, I sent you all the links. Twitter, Twitch.
Twitter Spaces?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
we're
live. I go to Twitter Spaces. Where? Oh, you sent me the link.
WCMD Media 1.
On Twitter. What's your Twitter handle?
WCMD Media 1.
MD.
WCMD
Media 1.
Yeah.
Oh, here you are.
There we are.
Let me follow you. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like you're in a Twitter Spaces. I'm saying you can be on Twitter Spaces live.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the company's Twitter. My Twitter is a Jersey with a Z. Tis LB4R.
Oh yeah, no, they totally have it live right now. I'm shaking my head.
Totally
they just posted it an hour ago.
Oh,
that's so cool. I'll retweet it. 1-year anniversary. That's hilarious. Okay, cool. I love that.
So we're actually on 9 platforms.
At the top, there's Twitter Spaces, and you can go live and record it and have it be a Twitter Spaces as well.
Okay.
So people from Twitter can see when they do #podcast, they can get involved and be in it. And
okay, we have
great people to follow for podcast community and NFT community. I told you I have a pink sheet, so I'll send it to you.
Yes, thank you.
Anyone who wants the pink sheet, go to CHONACAS.com, CHONACAS, and just type in your email. I have an automation set up and send you the pink sheet. And anyone who's listening here at any time, you can get some merch from my website. And when you get the merch, you send me a receipt. I'll give you a shout out on my podcast.
Okay, let me get it up here so that we can put it in for the people, and they can get. So
what kind of music do you make?
is it Johnny? He's a rapper. Is it
Yeah,
Gay?
what kind of music?
What is the website where they should go?
It's Twitter. It's a Twitter app. My assistant will help you.
You said CHONACAS.com?
Yeah, follow me at Katie Chonakas on my Twitter.
I'm saying where they can go for the pink sheet. For the pink sheet.
Oh yeah, just go to chonakas.com and type in and follow me. Just put in your email, it sends you an automation of a pink sheet. Amazing people you should follow in the space.
Okay, you know I'm
And if people want to check out my NFT collections, it's on my website. My reel, everything's on my website. All my social medias, everything there. I'm just starting to do TikTok every day. I'm doing the TikTok.
We got it down the bottom for them in case they don't.
Well, you can follow me at the Dear John Experience on Instagram.
On Twitter?
They don't have Twitter.
I do, but I don't.
We're in 9 spots right now, Katie.
I do got Twitter, but I forgot.
So we're live on 9 different platforms right now.
Awesome. I appreciate everyone tuning in and being here and spending some time with me.
That's what we do.
I love the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And, one of the agreements is do your best. So, like I said, I have a cold right now. I'm on medication from my doctor. 5 days. I'm on day 3. I still showed up, so I'm just doing my best. Like, on my worst day, I just show up and do my best, So, he has another book called Mastery of Love. It's my favorite book. I talk about how we're all very primal beings, and then we're domesticated. So, it's a great book. If you want to check out Mastery of Love as well.
Mastery of Love. Yes, we will get in all this because all this is taped and I'm not taking notes. I usually take notes sometimes, but I said, why do I take notes when I could just go back and listen?
Yeah. Okay. So let me tell you a
grab
couple.
All my stuff
Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dr. Greg Braden, Greg with 2 G's, Caroline Mice, MYSS, she's a mystic intuitive, Dr. Huberman, Paul Check, CHEK. They all have podcasts. Amazing
I know Joe Dispenza.
That you would probably like. Naval, Naval, he's amazing.
I know Joe Dispenza. That name Joe Dispenza. I heard of him before, right? He's an author. He wrote the placebo, something about the placebo effect and the superhuman effect, something like that.
Wait 1 second, I got a guest on the welcome.
Yeah, he's great. And he has tons of video on YouTube videos, so he's amazing. He's awesome. He's great.
Yes. Thank you so much for all the information that you brought here today.
Yeah,
that was definitely that was moving, of course.
Anything that inspired you and you have things that come into your mind, let me know. I would love to come back anytime, show up and just have a cool conversation again. So think about me.
Yes, of course. And we definitely taken in a lot of the information that you have given us. I feel like from your own standpoint of view, you give a great perspective on life. And of course, for our empath friend over here, you definitely gave her a lot of good pointers. So, right.
See, if I cried, that means I'm getting something out of it. If I cried, that means I really got something out of it.
Right.
Really.
Right.
I love it. There's a book, HSPs, Highly Sensitive Persons. So you can get it on audio through Overdrive. Overdrive, you can download up to 30 audiobooks per month for free through the library. Caroline Mice, listen to her books, Joe Dispenza, all these people, you can listen to them on audio. You know what I mean? There's no excuse because you have 365 days to put yourself first.
That's right. That's right. I'm starting. I'm going to do it. Tomorrow's actually is April 1st. It's a good time to start. The first day of the month.
Right now is a good time to start.
Right now. Okay.
And you wake up refreshed, but right now is the time to start. Set the intention when you go to bed. When you wake up, set the intention. Set an intention. Very simple. So when you go to bed, I did my best. I'm going to let everything rest. I'm going to let everything off of me. Don't say, oh, please take everything off me. No, take everything off of me. Take it from me. I put it into your hands. Take it from me. Let me be an empty vessel so I can fulfill myself and so I can serve, right? And in the morning when you wake up, you set an intention. I'm going to do my best today. You set the intention of whatever that is for you. It can be very simple. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to overthink it. It's very, very simple. So just create space, more space for yourself first.
Yeah, and you know what? That's exactly how I talk to God too. I just talk to him like he's right there. Like, look, this is yours, okay? I'm not doing this, so I'm giving it to you.
I did my best. I did what I could. Speaking of, I got to jump because I have to be somewhere in less than 10 minutes. So
we really appreciate
let's do it again,
you.
okay? And stay in touch.
Any last words you'd like to say before you go? Our audience really, really appreciates all the insight that you gave us, especially me. And it's not over. Our relationship is not over.
Yes. You stuck with us now. Yes.
Right. We're just getting started. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I have an album, Dreamland 1111. I'll send it to you if you don't have it. But if you guys want to play it on the podcast, feel free to play it on the podcast.
Yes, ma'am.
Electronic music.
Okay. Well, it's on. You got on YouTube.
I'll have it sent to you.
Can you send it right now?
Yeah. I mean, it's on YouTube too.
Yeah, well, I want to play it right now. I knew
she had crystals. Look, she got more around her neck.
I want to play it right now. Crystals.
You got more around your neck. Look.
Is your account under your name?
What?
Is your account under your name?
Yeah, it's just under my name.
I'm looking it up.
I have a couple dope music videos. I did some music videos to the songs too.
I saw you with G Unit.
1 second. This one's dope. Oh shoot, I can't be late. Okay, I'll less than a minute. So I just sent you this one, and then the other one next to it's called Miracles Go to Mars. I hope you like it. I'm from Detroit, 7 Mile, what's up? What's up?
Yes.
All right, I gotta go. I love you.
Love you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Nice meeting you.
Bye.
Yep.
All right. That was our girl, Katie Quinonez.
Yes.
Yay! Thank you. And we're right back. We have Dear John. And guess who just walked into our building?
Come on, we still celebrating around here. Are y'all with us or not?
Come on over here, lady.
Yes.
Miss Queen.
Yes.
I'm not even going to say her name until y'all see her face. We'll put it together.
I'm about to say, I'm going
right
to
now.
move
Everybody, Black Belt, Black Wall Street.
That's right, Miss Queen Ella Wood.
The national director.
Okay.
So this is Black Belt, Black Wall Street, right here in Camden, with your awesome group. I'm so super excited to see Dare. What? That's been around so long.
Yes.
But we got it here in Camden. Camden and New Jersey. I just drove in from the Atlanta, Georgia area. So thank you so much for having me.
Wow.
Yes,
man. In my
okay. So we don't have so much time, so I want you to just go ahead and tell people what you got to say.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
I'm just here by way of First Lady. I was not going to miss this opportunity. She told me her business constituents were here, and your name is?
Dear John.
K. John?
Dear John.
Dear John. Oh, okay. So everybody has a Dear John. Okay. And
I'm Mogul Queen.
Mogul Queen? Okay.
Mogul Queen, yes.
Mocha.
Mogul.
Okay. Say like a mogul.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Got you. So Mogul Queen.
Yes.
I'm Queen Ella.
Okay, Queen
but
Ella.
I'm over more so I do real estate investments. Okay. So what we're doing now is we're establishing our Black Wall Street districts, our Black Belt. That was what we do as a community of people, the Black and Brown community. Mm-hmm. We love everybody, but we need to have our own banks, our own schools, and that's what we're doing now. We want to come in and try to support at least those that are in the community as yourselves, that need the finances. I believe that I was placed in this just divine appointments. I was at a concert, right? Right or wrong.
Yes.
We was at a concert.
Atlantic City.
Atlantic City. Just
Guess
before
what?
Kango. Matter of fact, Kango Kid
Yes,
was
right,
there.
right.
And man, we got to actually see him for the last time. He performed.
I wanna tell you this before you go further.
Okay.
That the night that King passed away, we had a card about this big as this banner,
Oh, wow.
and we all was in the studio. And we all signed it, and Rob, Rob,
Yeah.
you knew Rob, but I took you over there.
Exactly.
Rob, he was at Rob.
He's with the Force and D. Yeah.
I hope he wasn't playing that music.
Yeah.
He was playing around.
And he was gonna take it to him.
We wanna lie.
That night.
He passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob Swartz. So I know Rob Swartz.
Okay.
They're all parts of
Let's
my
see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
But I forgot I had my earpiece on and I was
It's so
also
good.
watching you.
No,
It's funny because I'm looking back and forth and you really want us to probably be forward, right? On here?
Sure. No, we can talk. We talking. It's the Comfort Level Podcast.
Okay.
Long as we long as we comfortable, you can say what you want, how you want to.
Basically, I came to see you all.
Yes.
Just like my partners are going to be here. And I wanted to make sure that you know what we were representing because Black Belt, Black Wall Street really has been silenced. People have just started talking about Black Wall Street, but we were always Black Wall Street.
Right.
All of us, all our black, brown, black, even our Puerto Rican brothers and sisters, because we are business people.
Absolutely.
We were bred to be leaders and born to be kings and queens. And now, in such a time as where we are in a crisis in our country with Russia, I believe it's our time as a people to come together now.
Absolutely.
Pool our resources. I was coming through Glassboro, which is, on the other side of here. And all this land, and we need to be buying up real estate now. That stuff with Russia it's not about us. It's so they can bring people over here that's not like us to rebuild their people again.
Absolutely.
See, because you got to remember the Holocaust was really a transition for us as Black people in America. And that Holocaust really wasn't about us. Oh, my God. Is that my phone? Oh, Jesus, I got to get off the air. So anyway, being myself, I'm one that I'm really an advocate. They don't pay me to be out here. I have an event tomorrow and what is it, Hynella
at Wilson's.
Wilson.
What would you be doing?
We're actually meeting and Angela Burton. She's an insider with the entertainment side. She gives away awards to a lot of different entertainers. And I actually have friends that are the Force and D's. I'm actually down here reuniting the family. So I deal with a lot of the youth programs. And I know Miss Janet, she's First Lady. She's all about it. And I know you are too. So even walking into this, is this an actual school?
This is actually a whole bunch of programs. Dare to dance, community center with a whole bunch of programs.
With that organization. This is your organization, right?
Yeah, I'm part of
there.
it. Yeah.
So
we're
when we connected,
part.
we was basically talking about coming here and helping her get funding. So we can start building programs for our young people.
Absolutely.
Getting them involved in more of the banking, forex trading, having free academies for them. Teaching them entrepreneurship, because we need to have our own now. And we can start with our young children. I have a lady that's 29 and she's in the forex arena. She's willing to train these young people and us build our own schools. Black Belt, Black Wall Street was a plethora of different clergies from your Islamic. We have Marcus Garvey. I saw his name here.
Yeah, we have Marcus Garvey.
He was part of Black Belt, Black Wall Street. Like I said, Booker T. Washington was the founder. And then you have a lot of different. So when you're looking at the Harlem Renaissance, Camden was actually Black Belt, Black Wall Street. This is a Black Wall Street district. So I wanted to name you all as our what we call integrating our Black Belt, Black Wall Street here in the Camden area. Bringing you resources financially, setting up platforms and workshops so we can teach about grant writing, how to purchase real estate without money out of pocket. I mean, they owe us as a community They have like the mayor's task force. If most of us don't know, but every mayor's task force, every year, their mayor's office, they have affirmative action groups that you can go in, and they have to give us jobs. They have to give us the real estate. We don't even know. All you have to do is have a DBA in place. 3 years, file your taxes, zero. You know what I'm saying? But have a business, and they will give you jobs. They will give you real estate.
Okay.
That you can put homes for girls and homes for boys. I mean, now we got where COVID took out of a lot of our children, the parents, and we have a whole sector of children that are displaced.
Absolutely.
And they're with their grandparents. And it's really sad, but the money that's out there, we're missing it. It's a lot of other organizations. Black Lives Matters. That's not us. We need to now start forming. So that's what Black Wall Street does. We want to connect us to our people, the resources that will help us be able to have what we need for our health. We shouldn't have to have PPP loans. They should have gave us the money. You know what I'm saying? In the season, it's still they want them to pay it back. So it's a lot of information that we want to bring to the community. So I have a young lady that she'll meet tomorrow, and you're more than welcome to come to Wilson's. It's going to be at 7 p.m.
Okay.
And I can get a table, and that way you can at least, if I know you're coming, I'll make sure you have a seat. Okay.
Okay.
We would love to have you there.
Okay.
And I mean everybody.
I think I think it's so interesting because I remember a few years back, this gentleman on Facebook, he's like, "Oh, we need to build a Black Wall Street again here in Camden, right?" So I said, "Well, do you have your people?" Because he's like, sis, like, let's build it. And I'm like, "Do you have your people?" Because I feel like if we have the people, we can build whatever we want to build. So I did take initiative that I'm looking at my people, and I always look at my environment, me just as an advocate. And I said, you know what? If Black Wall Street's coming back, we need to be prepared. And what I did was I set initiative out that anybody who wanted to start a business, I was showing them the avenue of how to start that business. Because I was clearly talking in the futuristic point, like when Black Wall Street come back, I got about 10 businesses that we could put over there that I know 10 people now that have paperwork that they could put their business. But I feel like now I got one person that I can send all the people over there to you, and you can go ahead and
I have an actual state
That's
director.
what I'm saying. Like, you got the information.
Yeah.
So how can they get a hold of you if they listening right now?
They can actually contact me, which actually I have a state director for New Jersey. I'm
Okay.
national. So I go around and I set up the district.
Yes, we got national up in here.
Yeah, this would be a district, and her name is Shanae McIver. But you can reach out to me. My number is area code 346-970-0131. You can reach me at queenellawoods@gmail.com. Because we have a national platform and the website. It's just that I didn't bring my business card today,
okay.
But they can reach me there.
Queen Ella with
E.
Is it ELLA?
Yes.
Okay.
QUEEN@ELLA.
I know, right? And small. I hate that.
Yes, at gmail.com. I was just coming really to share into her.
Welcome. Listen, welcome.
I didn't know what to come
we just celebrating, and we actually are so appreciative that you came through, and you came with some valuable information that I'm like really
we need
like
we need all of y'all to participate.
Right, and I'm coming.
Black Wall Street is us. If
Okay.
you're an entrepreneur, you're
absolutely.
Black. And it wasn't even called Black Wall Street.
You're excused.
It was called Little Africa out of Tulsa. So a little history about Black Wall Street that they call today.
How can I
when we look at the 100-year centennial they just had, it was a massacre. They killed our people,
right?
Because we became so economically empowered. See, this is where now we're gonna have to have more strategy planning meetings.
Absolutely,
they have meetings strategizing how they're going to develop their communities early in the morning. We don't have those meetings. We're too busy sleeping at 5 a.m. So we as a people, it don't take many. Think about it. In the Bible, Gideon, he had a whole lot of army men, right? And then when God really said, I want the one and all of the water and lap, the ones that are lapping in the water are the ones that you'll use to go fight and receive all the wealth. So when we look at even biblical principles, God already had given us as the Hebrew race to be able to take dominion and be fruitful and multiply.
Absolutely.
We built America.
Mm-hmm.
So we could build America for people that just had a joke. That's what it was. It was an American dream.
Yeah.
That they came up with.
Right.
To how they can come into this land and take away from our Indian brothers and sisters. Because a lot of us here in America, we're a mixture.
Yes.
Reflective of all races, to tell you the truth. But when we looking at willing workers, and like you said, about a year or so ago, I've been telling them, look, get your 501c3. Those that have a passion, they get the 501c3, but white people don't get a 501c3 first. They get a business, a for-profit, because you need to have money so you can give away. So on this side of it, you build a for-profit, and then we get people that have companies, the Cisco's, they have food pantries. We can teach the woman that wants to literally say, okay, I want to be at home with my child, but we're going to teach you how to work from home, maybe work for a company called Zero Arise International. They've got companies out here that the women can stay at home or the men can stay at home. Because nowadays you got fathers out here that are taking care of their children. We don't want to just negate that it's just about women. We want to bring our men in, and then we want to build healthy communities for our women, because we were the ones that were our men. Because hurt people are hurting people, and then you got a lot of hurt men out here. We need to have programs for men to be able to heal, so they can learn how to become husbands and leaders. And then we have programs for our women. So this is kind of where you would set up in your districts, finding what the needs are in your community. And then we bring those resources to the table to assist with those people. Because it's going to take more than just you and I.
Absolutely.
Or Janet. Or our brother.
Yeah, and I already got two resources that I bring to the community. So I'm like, I found a need, and I basically bridged the gap. Exactly. And we were talking about it earlier, that I basically found a need, bridged the gap, and it's becoming successful. And I got case studies for based off of the findings that I'm finding, bridging the gap and finding the need inside within the school system and the educational setting. Because it starts at home, and the family dynamics is what you're talking about. So yes, I definitely agree. And I definitely would like to speak to you.
Here, though,
thank you so much. Like, just talk a little further off, of course, camera, but we definitely appreciate you coming through and celebrating 1 year. I'm going to keep on clapping for Danny. Because she has WCMD. One, yes, and WCMD. The guy in the morning. Yes,
Oh, IMD.
Yes, I watch him every other morning.
Yes.
Yes, he is. I was like, I gotta come meet him.
Yes.
So
you here now? Listen, you might be in the one of the seats. He might be sitting in tomorrow. Okay. I'm not sure if he's here right now, but he does frequent through here.
Okay. Yeah, because I do. I watch his show, and then I didn't know y'all was connected. He just popped up in my Facebook feed.
Because of the WCMD. We're all on there. So there's some other ones too.
I love it. I'm just super excited for what y'all are doing here.
Podcasters.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. So
So how far are you from here? Is this like the area
where I live at?
Yeah.
I live 20 minutes from
here. Okay. So
you're in Lindenwood. I live near near I-9.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
I didn't know. I was in Glassboro. I was like closer here than that. Then when I went to Atlanta City,
you're closer here.
I was like, Jesus.
Oh yeah.
So when I leave here, I'm going back to Atlantic City. But I'm just happy to have been able to come.
Yes.
The synergy that's here.
Yes, for sure.
Make sure she get one of my keychains.
Yes, come on. We got the comfort level podcast here. She got to leave here saying she was here. Yes.
Glass of wine.
Food. There's definitely things. This is the comfort level podcast.
That's how we do up in here.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
I did have
everybody.
That's okay.
I get my signals, the notifications. So when I had it on, I was like, I didn't realize.
We don't care. We don't care about beeps. We don't care about phone rings. We don't care about door slams or whatever. We care about being real and
yes,
natural.
Yes,
That's
and delivering
right. And
information.
that's what it is.
Yes,
You
delivering
know,
information
I'm
that makes
coming
a
back
change.
again. So
Yes,
that way
come
we can
back,
actually,
please.
You know, have more. I want you to meet Shanae McIver. She's
Yes.
been with me for about 2 years now.
Okay.
With Black Belt, Black Wall Street. She's out in Atlantic City. She deals with more places. But I'm working on implementing districts now. We don't have very many in New Jersey. I found out just 4, and most of them are here in the Ocean County areas. Like you got your Atlantic City, even Glassboro. I didn't know they were black. You know, anywhere that has it, and of course Camden. We know this capital. Then we got, of course, Newark up in Orange and all that. So my hometown is Plainfield, New Jersey.
Okay.
So I grew up here. Went to College of New Jersey, which is Union. I mean, what is it? Trenton State College. Yeah. So I'm a Sigma Dove.
I know that's right. Shout out to Sigma.
Yeah.
We got y'all sister in here.
And the Zetas.
Yes.
That's my big sister.
We got you right there. Right there.
Yes, power to the people.
Yes.
So other than that, thanks so much for having me. May the
Yes.
Lord bless you.
Thank you so much. May the Lord bless you as well.
Many more years to come.
And look, Quinella, I know you vacationing right now a little bit.
Not really.
A little bit. And I know even when we on vacations, we always got to work. So when you get a chance, can you send some more information so that I can forward it to my superiors and all that stuff?
Y'all.
Because
So that way at least you'll have
email's
the
good.
information.
Email's
we have
fine.
a podcast also, and April's going to be the month where Queen is taking that podcast. For the last 7 years, they've always had the men running it, and they've given it to me for the whole month of April. It's the New African Business Association. They're out of Washington D.C.
Oh, okay.
Elder Bynum and
we're gonna send some guests. We're gonna send some guests.
I'll come through there too.
Get guests, come through there, do whatever we can to support that podcast. Yep. Black Wall Street people in the building.
Hello.
Make sure.
Hello, Queen Nella.
That's the email. If you got anything, you got a business, you need a tag. You only need to ask a small question.
And I do have another email address, but that one right there gets you to everything.
Straight to
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, peace and blessings.
Yeah. So we're coming to the end of our show. Anybody want to shout out before I turn on this video?
My keychain.
You should have been down here to get you one.
Yes.
We are still here. We are still
celebrating
eating and drinking. Put it that way. We're gonna listen to some music for a few minutes, and we'll probably be here for maybe another half an hour or so until I get done cleaning up. Okay, till I get done cleaning up.
Yes.
But after this video, we'll be offline, so we're gonna say our goodbyes now.
Yep.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Any questions? We did see your comments. I know, Meek, you came in late, but you're here, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Karima, thank you. Mark V. Smith. Cha-Cha was in the building.
Yes, Cha-Cha.
She gave us it, and she wants to make sure that you guys call us. Okay, that is our new call-in line. We got people doing practical jokes, so y'all better get to know that number. You pick up that phone, it might be on you. That's right, it might be on you.
Yes.
And that's coming from the Dumbass Show. Okay. Big Dummy is now here in the building with WCMD.
Yes.
That's right, Big Dummy. And they know who Big Dummy is. Everybody knows Big Dummy. So right now we're going to get into our Get Featured Guest video. Saint Kiriaki, better known as Katie CHONACAS.
Yes.
Oh, we over though. Get in
It's all good. It's all good.
Detroit to LA with my heart, dreamland. Marilyn Monroe, stars of thy night, Chinese man theater, studio glam. Express yourself no matter what anyone else thinks or says. Express yourself. Reach deeper into your own heart. Liberation, unexpected gifts. Kali, the wild dark goddess, I love you. Thank you for finding me. Stay with me. I need you to please lead thy way. Beautiful. Pain, pure, impure. Poetry, Yoni, I am the bitch from hell. I think you know me well, dark goddess. Learn to love your own rage, feminine rage, wall dancer and service through the heart, liberating emotions through energy, ethos, Lily the only. Lift me, shift me, pivot me to the left, to the right. Pivot me to my ultimate higher self. Forbidden fruits, reap what you sow. Express yourself no matter what anyone else thinks or says. Express yourself, eternal poetry, enlighten me through art. You love, your grace, undevoted attention, focus. Show me your purple heart. Love's heart beats as one.
we a year in. You feel what I'm saying?
1 year
do
in.
it like we
That's
do
right.
it. Listen, with no views. You know what I'm saying? We a
No
year in.
views. No views.
We a year in and we still,
no
you know what I'm saying?
views.
And we still pushing. Look, we still
have
strong.
views.
Like, well,
We
you
have
know what I'm
views.
saying? And we still winning. Like,
We got Meek 46th
You know what
Street
I'm
in the
saying?
building. Team winning.
saying?
Team winning.
we winning. Huh?
Team winning.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, thanks to all the people that tuned in, that do always tune in, and you know, thank you for the year that, you know what I'm saying, y'all been by our side, sticking there, staying strong. You know what I'm saying? Watching us, seeing the growth and everything like that. We appreciate, man, and we just want to show that we appreciate y'all. So today we had everything set up. We got pie, this joint, pumpkin pie. Zebra pie, cherry pie, apple pie. We got everything. That we got popcorn. We got everything down here, man. We threw a party for y'all, man. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Because this is what it's about. You feel what I'm saying? We threw a party for y'all, man, because it's our year.
It's
you feel what I'm
this
saying?
Grammy.
Yeah, and that Grammy
It's
she
about
got.
this Grammy.
Let me get that.
You hear me?
That again.
We make moves over here. So we appreciate y'all, man. Most definitely from the bottom of our hearts. You know, so
it's about giving.
Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all always drop the number.
It's about giving.
You feel what I'm saying? And call in, you know what I mean? Listen, it's going to be a fruitful year. Best to believe it. You feel what I'm saying? So we're going to have a bunch of giveaways and things like that. Listen, Paper Man don't be out working for nothing. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Got to keep them pockets tight.
I got gifts.
We got gifts. You know what I'm saying? Well, we love y'all and we hope y'all love us. You feel what I'm saying? And at the same time, you know what I mean? Listen, we all got to win. You feel me? We all got to win. Peace and love.
We love y'all.
Shanny Schmanny on the Cover Level Podcast with your boy Paper Man back with a banger, man.
We walk around with like 50,000 on our belt. You know what I'm saying?
He gotta go.